Hi, and welcome to the UG Public Health Department weekly video update. This week, we're talking about how to make your Halloween celebrations safer in the midst of COVID. It is October 21st. I am Janelle Friesen, the Public Information Officer, and I'm here with Elizabeth. Do you want to say hi?
Hello, my name is Elizabeth Groenweghe. I'm the Chief Epidemiologist for the Health Department. Thanks for joining us.
Well, thanks for being here, and I'm interested to get to talking about the Halloween guidance. But before we do that, can you just kind of give an overview of kind of where things are with COVID in Wyandotte County right now?
Sure. So the good news is that things are continuing to improve with our COVID numbers. I'm sure everyone was aware of the surge that we had through August and the beginning of September when Delta hit. We saw a large increase in our case numbers, and at one point we're averaging about 105, 110 COVID cases a day, which is a lot for a population of our size. So that really took a strain on all of us. It was hard for the health department. It was hard for our hospital systems and healthcare providers. But the good news is that our numbers have steadily been going down. So we are now averaging about 20 cases a day, which is much lower than 100 plus cases a day where we were before. And our percent positivity is also going down. We're seeing less outbreaks. So all of those trends are a good thing to see.
Yeah, so and we of course want to keep it that way. So what does that mean as people plan their Halloween celebrations?
Yeah, so we are cautiously optimistic that the data is looking good, but we do still want to be careful. We saw during the holidays last year, that's when we had a surge again as people were gathering more for holidays. We had Halloween, then Thanksgiving, then Christmas, and all of those holidays involve people gathering together indoors. And so the number one thing is if you're going to be doing any kind of gathering, for any of those holidays to make sure that you get your COVID vaccines if you're eligible. We still don't quite have those available for our younger age groups yet, but we hope to soon. But for anyone that's 12 and older that can get those vaccines, we recommend that they make sure to do that before the upcoming holidays. And then there's some safest options for Halloween and safer, and then maybe least safe. So a lot of the same things that we've talked about in the past with COVID still are going to apply to Halloween. So you want to avoid large groups of people gathering, especially indoors. If you're going to be having a gathering, outdoors is always better than indoors. Making sure that people are wearing masks if they are gathering indoors. I know we've gotten a bit more lax about masks recently, but it's still very important to help slow the spread of COVID. And then, one of the hot topics about Halloween is trick-or-treating and how to safely trick-or-treat if that's an activity that you and your kids want to participate in this Halloween. So the good news is that trick-or-treating is outside, which, as I said before, is safer than inside. But you still want to be careful because there is still some risk with trick-or-treating. You don't want to be gathering in large groups together, especially with people that don't live in the same household as you. You want to kind of minimize contact when you're handing out candy. So if possible, maybe hand out the candy outdoors instead of indoors, or have like a self-serve type of station at your driveway, something like that, to just minimize that face-to-face contact with other people. And then obviously the highest risk activities this Halloween are going to be any kind of gatherings indoors. So like Halloween parties or indoor haunted houses, any kind of indoor gatherings, especially larger gatherings, are going to be a bit more risky, and we wouldn't really recommend right now.
All right, thanks for that. It sounds like there's a lot of good options to still be festive and have fun for Halloween, but we just need to still be a little bit careful. And that goes for other gatherings too, but especially as people plan for different holidays. I want to wrap us up by reminding folks that if they want to find a place to get a free COVID vaccine, and now to also search for where they can get a flu shot, you can go to vaccines.gov to find a location near you. All right, well, thanks for talking about Halloween guidance today, Elizabeth.
Yeah, no problem. I hope everyone has a great Halloween.
All right, bye. Bye. Happy Halloween.